Here's my Security News Roundup for the week ending May 12th, 2023. Dallas, Texas ransomware attack continues to affect city services. The city of Dallas attacked by ransomware gang Royal, city services still affected. Neither the city manager nor the mayor are doing interviews. Ransomware is a widespread problem in which criminals gain access to computer servers, lock them out, and demand payment in exchange for access. Dallas says a group called Royal was behind the attack. The city of Dallas gave an update on the many departments affected by this attack. Jim McDade, president of the Dallas Firefighters Association, says the ransomware attack is forcing the fire department to use a radio and paper system. Read the full details at fox4news.com. Western Digital confirms hackers stole customer data. Western Digital provided an update to its security investigation, saying, "We confirm that an unauthorized party obtained a copy of a Western Digital database used for our online store that contained some personal information of our online store customers. The stolen data included customer names, email addresses, telephone numbers, and billing and shipping addresses. There were also hashed and salted passwords and partial credit card numbers in the database, though Western Digital says that information was encrypted. Read more at howtogeek.com. How one of Vladimir Putin's most prized hacking units got pawned by the FBI. FBI officials on Tuesday dropped the major bombshell. After spending years monitoring exceptionally stealthy malware that one of the Kremlin's most advanced hacker units had installed on hundreds of computers around the world, agents uploaded a payload that caused the malware to disable itself. The counter-hack took aim at Snake, the name of the sprawling piece of cross-platform malware that for more than 2 decades has been in use for espionage and sabotage. Snake is developed and operated by Torla, one of the world's most sophisticated ATPs, which is short for Advanced Persistent Threats, a term for long-running hacking outfits sponsored by nation-states. Read more at Ars Technica. Avast discovers and helps patch a major vulnerability. Avast researchers recently discovered a critical vulnerability being actively exploited in the wild. This vulnerability allows for local privilege escalation, which could potentially grant an attacker elevated permissions on a compromised system. Avast acted immediately following the responsible disclosure guidelines and reached out to Microsoft with their findings. Avast is happy to announce that a patch for this vulnerability is now available. Users are encouraged to update their systems as soon as possible. See the whole article on the Avast blog. YouTube is forcing some users to disable ad blockers. YouTube is cracking down on users determined to evade its ads and has given some of them an ultimatum. Turn off your ad blocker or subscribe to YouTube Premium. Ad blocking users who don't opt for either of those options won't be able to watch videos on YouTube at all. It looks like you may be using an ad blocker, the message on the pop-up reads, according to a screenshot shared on our YouTube. Ads allow YouTube to stay free for billions of users worldwide. You can go ad-free with YouTube Premium, and creators can still get paid from your subscription. Users are then given the option to disable their ad blockers or subscribe to YouTube Premium. Read more at gizmodo.com. FCC blocks robocall middleman One Eye from future campaigns. The Federal Communications Commission today ordered voice service providers to block the global gateway provider One Eye. The FCC says the company, which serves as a on-ramp to U.S. phone networks from outside the country, enable robocall scams like impersonating a major financial institution and calls about bogus pre-authorized orders placed in consumers' names. The FCC has focused on increasing its ability to enforce robocalls. This company, what's left of it, and will now have a place in robocall history, said FCC Chairwoman Jessica Rosenworcel. Read more at Engadget.com. New flaw in WordPress plugin used by over 1 million sites under active exploitation. A security vulnerability has been disclosed in the popular WordPress plugin Essential Add-ons for Elementor that could be potentially exploited to achieve elevated privileges on affected sites. WordFence, in its own advisory, said the critical vulnerability in the Essential Add-on for Elementor plugin is being actively exploited in the wild, and that it blocked 200 attacks targeting the flaw in the past 24 hours, making it imperative that users move quickly to update to the latest version. Read more on thehackernews.com. This week's must-see on my YouTube channel. Small Town, USA. Lewis, Milton, and Newcastle are just 3 examples of the many small towns and villages in Delaware that have played significant roles in American history. My plan is to cover 10 small towns within each state that had a great impact on our country's history. Please watch my video on that topic at the link listed. Did you know there were 2 AI chatbots created by Facebook that talked to each other, but they were shut down after they started communicating in a language they made for themselves? In life, all good things come hard, but wisdom is the hardest to come by. Thanks to Lucille Ball. And that's a wrap for this week's Security News Roundup. Stay safe, stay secure, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye, and thanks for watching and listening.